Okay, now, so we move into the next lesson, is still within behaviorism. Now, the work of John B. Watson revolutionized the field of psychology. Coming from the lessons of psychoanalysis, it became more and more popular, especially in the United States, for the movement, the scientific study of behavior. Now, you had one individual, actually two individuals, but you had one that mainly stands out, being individual that made psychology coming from this dark scientific field into something that was given to the general public. And this person was B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner in modern psychology is considered perhaps the second biggest name in the history of our field, or some would debate is the most important figure in the history of our field. But let me tell you about the lessons from Skinner. Skinner took or borrowed the lessons from conditioning, and he revolutionized it as he put in his own idea behind it, being operant conditioning. And he also talked about how behavior could be purposefully changed, not only in a classical conditioning manner, but in an operant conditioning, more purposeful manner. So for this, we only have two quick definitions, being what is a reinforcement and what is a punishment. To keep it in a very more simple way, reinforcement is anything that increases the odds of a behavior happening. Punishment is anything that decreases the odds of a misbehavior. What you want to happen, you reinforce. What you don't want to happen, you punish. It's almost common sense, right? Those guys try to make everything complicated, but it's really not. Let's simplify it. Positive reinforcement. What they imply with positive is that you add something. Negative implies that you take or you remove something away. So there is positive reinforcement when you increase the odds of a behavior happening by giving something. And there is negative reinforcement when you improve the odds of something happening by removing or taking something away. There is punishment that is positive, so decreasing the chances of misbehavior by giving something. And there is negative punishment when you take something away, and that will decrease the chances of a misbehavior. Let's think of two examples. Example one, you have a group of kids and you're a teacher. You want them to sit in the classroom because you need to teach a class, a lesson. What can you do to keep them sitting down? First, the behavior that you want is them sitting down. The behavior that you do not want is them standing up and moving all over the place. So, what can you do to increase the odds of them sitting down? So you will give something to them. Think about this. How about a sticker? In the hand or the forehead. Remember like the stars that we used to like kids? We love those. You're giving something, and that something will increase the odds that the kid will remain sitting down. What can you take away that will increase the odds of them sitting down? How about them? You tell them, you know what? If you sit down for the next half an hour, you will not have a homework. If the kid doesn't like the homework, then you taking that away is a good thing. So what do you have? Increasing the odds of the behavior by removing something. That is reinforcement, right? The punishment is for the misbehavior. So you don't want them running around. What can you do? You will positively punish them. You will add something that they will not like. You will tell them, you know what? If you keep sitting down, we're going to give you detention. Detention is extra school time. Believing that the students will not like that, you're adding something, and that something is something that they don't like, so it will reduce the chance of the misbehavior happening. What can you take away? Well, you can tell them, you know what? If you keep misbehaving, I'm just going to start taking points away. That will lower the grade, and that will most likely hurt the kid. So you are decreasing the odds of the behavior happening by taking something away. Simple, right? Let's think of a simple second example with adults. Now, you are the manager of a company, you're the boss, and you want your employees to come to come to work on time, right? What is the misbehavior? Them coming in late, okay? Behavior that you want, them coming on time. Behavior that you do not want, them coming in late. You tell them, okay, let's increase the odds of them coming in on time by adding something. If you come in on time for the whole month, you're going to receive a bonus. That would be positive reinforcement. Negative reinforcement. What can you take away that will increase the odds of the behavior? Assuming that they don't like to be too much at work, you will tell them if you come in on time the whole week, you can leave early on Friday. So you would remove something, and by taking that something away, the odds of the behavior would increase. They come in late. What is the problem then? You want to decrease the chance of the misbehavior. If they come in late, you tell them, okay, keep coming in late. You're going to have extra time at work. So you're adding something and it's unpleasant. Or you can tell them, you know what, you keep coming in late and I'm going to have to take off some of your paycheck. So you're taking something away and it's more likely to decrease the odds of the misbehavior. As a last thing, a lot of people confuse what is negative reinforcement with punishment. You're not going to confuse it because you know now. Reinforcement is anything that increases the odds of the behavior happening by taking something away that makes a negative reinforcement. Punishment is anything that decreases the odds of the behavior. All right, that's the lesson on behaviorism.